newest crew member, Felix. For the past 2 years, we've been refitting our 91 Veneto so we can take our family sailing. Join us as we finally set off on our first adventure to the Bahamas. We are leaving the Spanish Wells. Well, not really, we're not leaving Spanish Wells yet. We're moving to our anchorage to meet our pilot that's going to take us through the Devil's Backbone. And then over the cruiser's neck this morning, we picked up a few boaters that want to join us. So we're going to meet them over there and take off from there. This area is, we're going between Russell Island and Spanish Wells to go around the channel so we don't have to go into Spanish Wells. And it's a little sketch out here. It was down 2. Channel's really small.
Yeah, the charts are, I have sea maps and then the Garmin, the built-in Garmin blue charts, and they're both pretty different on where it says I can and can't go, so we're just kind of going with the flow. This is also why we decided to hire a pilot for Devil's Backbone, because it's overcast, it's a calm day, it's supposed to be honking the next couple days on wind, so it's just cheap insurance, and just having a local professional guide us through will be very comforting for us.
Yeah, so. Because if you can see out here, you can't see any coral heads right now because of the overcast. Can't see anything in these waters. I'm still gonna be nervous though. Taking our boat anywhere like that is nerve-wracking.
We've got an incredibly narrow stretch to go through.
You can see it.
It's sunny so you can see it, but yeah, we got to switch in between these 2 4-foot sections to get to our anchorage where we're going to meet the pilot. So we're going to anchor for a few hours, and he's sea turtle right there, just out down.
I also feel like Felix cries during the most stressful situations.
Yeah. He's a mama's boy. He wants to be held
all the time. We're gonna make it in right there. You can see the entrance.
Thanks.
We're at 28 feet below the keel. Let's see how fast this goes off. Oh, watch this boat coming out. Is it in the channel? What? You just talk. Shows us right in the middle of the channel right now.
Close.
Really close to...
Closer to shore than I want to be, but...
Like, if I was looking at this, I would not think we could anchor here at all. This is why we have a pilot today.
So here's an example of a pilot boat at work. The red and white flag is the pilot. He is guiding this island packet through the Devil's Backbone. It's just very cheap $100 insurance to not hit a freaking coral head and sink. And there are a reason that there are a lot of pilots around here, because it is pretty weird getting through there. It's a long, skinny, coral head filled channel that goes into Harbor Town. So for our first go around, we're gonna go with a pilot. We'll have the tracks then if we want to go out later or come back at another date, but it's cheap insurance to not sink your boat, to just hire a pilot.
And it just saves you a lot of... You're not pointing at me at all. You're that way. And it just saves you a lot of heart attack. It saves my blood pressure, let me put it that way, so I don't have to think about anything while we're going through.
It's just easier on everyone, because...
And why not? I mean, we thought about doing it by ourselves, but like...
Why? Again, you sink the boat, you sink the boat.
Yeah.
If you...
I'm pretty sure we could do it by ourselves, but I want to pay someone just to
And it's
relax a little.
It's not thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
And we're sharing it with
we got
some few other boats.
Yeah, we got, I think, 2 or 3 other boats that might join us, and it might end up splitting the cost between all of us. So, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer at that point. But still, that's on the agenda today. In preparation for Devil's Backbone, it's not a place you want to lose your motor at all. You never want to lose your motor, but especially in a very narrow channel like that, because it's not necessarily a place you can sail if something goes wrong. So in preparation for that, I'm going to be checking the sea strainer for the motor, and then also the fuel filter, make sure both of those are clean and clear, just to make sure we're not going to have any issues like that. I'll also double check the oil. I do that once a week. We're pretty good. We just had an oil change, but again, I'll check that, make sure we're good on oil. So I'm gonna go down below while we sit here and wait to stage for the pilot, do some quick little run around the boat, make sure everything looks good. Whew. It's dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that.
Are you really? That is pretty dirty.
Yeah, we got some crap. So let me go ahead and change this. I'll be right back.
That's a lot.
Okay, got our new 10 micron filter. The old one was a 30, and I remember that's the only thing I could get at the time. So I have a couple of these 10s that I'm gonna be using. Let's change the gasket out. Always have a spare, or always, they come with it, so might as well use it. Main gasket. And then small gasket. New O-ring.
You don't have any more?
Okay, now we're going to, I gotta reopen the fuel. I'm gonna let it run for a while just to make sure we're good, because we have about 2 hours before we go through the backbone.
Pilot's here. Boats are coming behind. Starting it.
Yep, we're following our pilot boat, Bruno. We have the other 2 boats behind us. So yeah, we're all on 17, just listening to his commands, and he's gonna guide us through.
So we can clearly see these coral heads off here. A lot easier the spot than we thought. They're kind of darkened with a white center. Oh, here's one really close. I will say the swells in here are a little daunting.
And it is a calm day.
Yes, it's a very calm day, and the swells we're getting pushed a lot. And we're about to pass another sailboat with reefs on both sides. It's kind of, I'm glad we got a pilot. Take some of the stress off. You can see up there. I don't know if you can see on the GoPro. But we're getting pushed around a lot. And then the beach is right there.
And look to the left.
Left coral heads. A bunch
reef.
of them. A whole reef, actually.
This coral head is the whole reef.
There's the whole reef.
Yeah, that's the Devil's Backbone reef.
The actual Devil's Backbone. This is what we would be doing if we didn't have a pilot. Us on the bow. Felix. First view of Harbour Island. I keep saying Harbour Town.
Harbour Island Harbor? Hey.
Harbour Island. Look at this. How close this is. Woo. It is pretty over there though.
We are in, backbone complete. We are now going to our first anchorage, and again, it's a race to see who gets there first. We're going up here where this other yacht is. It's a ritzy part of the Bahamas. A lot of people with money come here. So we're looking for... Yeah, so we're in company. We're in rich people company now. People with deep pockets, deeper pockets than us for sure. We are anchored. We are in 12 feet of water. It's gorgeous. Felix is happy. Look how happy he is, because we're gonna head to that beach. We've been with this boat unplanned. We've been with them since the Berry Islands. We just kind of ending up in the same anchorages. And then this 44-foot lagoon buddy boated with us over here from Spanish Wells. They used the same pilot as we did. We're gonna try to befriend some of these guys, maybe get a nice dinner out of it, but probably not. But yeah, we're gonna put the dinghy in the water and head to the beach. Enjoy this afternoon. So when we talked about the Bahamas and coming here by boat, baby Felix in tow with his shark tooth thing that we found. This is what we were dreaming of. Crystal clear beaches, sea turtles off frolicking in the coral, and nothing but beach to ourselves. There are a couple other cruisers that were here earlier. They went back, and a couple charter boats that came for day charters. But now it's just us, and it is so peaceful. You hear nothing but the waves. And we have this whole beach to ourselves. Marley went back to the boat. Whew, big hole. Oh, you lost Felix. Marley wanted to stay. We went back to the boat to get some water. Marley wanted to stay there, so I left her there. She's just relaxing. So we just got to Eleuthera. I don't know what this like harbor bay is called. I'll put it here when I figure that out. But we'll be here for 20 days or so. Ashley's flying back to the States to take Felix for his 6-month checkup, as well as another appointment. Ashley's got an appointment. My mom is gonna fly in for a while. So we're gonna use the North Eleuthera Airport quite a bit and hang out here for a while. We wanted to go down to the Exumas. We don't have time. We do have time, but we don't want to push ourselves. We do want to head back before hurricane season, and then also the end of May gets a little stormy around here, so we don't want to have to deal with big squalls and that kind of stuff. So we're gonna hang out here for 20 or so days, then go up to the Abacos for about a month, and then jump back over to the States. So we're gonna enjoy our beach life and island time. Go see some mega yachts, because this is where those kind of people like to come and hang out. But yeah, Devil's Backbone's out that direction. We hit up the first anchorage here, right past the Backbone. God, there was a guy anchored right in the Backbone. I can't imagine, because it wasn't a great spot. But yeah, we're just loving it. Not sure if it's coming across camera. There's a turtle there, and another one further out. But they were playing with this clam that was over here when we disturbed them, and we're trying to get them to see if they'll come next to the boat. We got the shallow water anchor in, motors off. We're trying to be quiet, but they're little green sea turtles. Currently right in this area. 1, 2, 3. About to come to the surface. See, there's the one furthest away.